Ladies and gentlemen, it has begun. Season 2 of EFL has started today, 16th of January, 4 PM UK time. And if you don't already know, my name is Eric, the owner and commentator of EFL. And welcome to round 1 in Silverstone short track. 44-second track, 6 or 7 corners, so this is gonna be extravaganza, ladies and gentlemen. Bang bang! And yada 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 yada. One moment, guys. One moment. Just a quick word in Finnish. Those who understand it, and those who don't, they don't. And already we have 13 viewers. Jesus Christ, guys, keep them coming up. Keep the viewers coming up. And as you can see, first race, and already we have a full grid. So this is not how we did it in first season. First season we had, I think, first round 16 or 15 drivers. Now we have a full grid. And hopefully we're gonna see a bang bang race. It's literally like 44 seconds the track, so 45 seconds, so the race is gonna be like 35 minutes only, and the qualifying is gonna be 18 minutes. So all in all, the race is gonna be around 50 or 55 minutes, depending on the safety cars and the rains. And by the way, please don't spoil the penalties to me, guys. And I'm just gonna put the audio a little bit down because it's messing me up so badly. Jesus Christ, I need to put it to 7 at least. I know this is not V10s or V8s or even V12s, but these V6 engines or vacuum cleaners also make a little bit of voice. So yeah, and already we have first drivers in the track, and I believe we have a McLaren driver. Yeah, McLaren drivers who are gonna start the lap first. We're gonna find it out very shortly. And if you have any questions, anything at all to ask about life, or if you want to just write something for the lols, please write them. I will read them out as soon as possible. And it's going to be really interesting. We have 20 drivers, full grid, then we have a short track, literally like 45 seconds. Imagine how these drivers are going to, have to do a little bit tactical game to get a clean lap. But hey, TTV Bugs Bunny starts the lap. I'm on Silverstone short track, and hits the first corner very brilliantly. You have to take very tight lines. You have to be very careful of the, the white lines like that one. If you cross it with all 4 tires, the game is gonna invalidate your lap. And sector 2 lap time is 23.573, so that's a very decent one. And yeah, I don't think F1 has ever raced in a track where, the track is only like 45 seconds. Like, if you remember a track what has been less than 50 seconds in Formula 1, please write it to me, because I don't think there's ever been a track less than 50 seconds in Formula 1. But Bugs Bunny is going to set the first lap, and it's 44.1, and that's very impressive lap time from him. Let's see what his teammate does. He does a 45.3, so very impressive. McLaren 1-2. And now we're going to keep an eye on Baco and Red Bull. And remember, these guys are in a qualifying lap, so Baco doesn't have to leave space because he's also in his flying laps. They're going side by side with each other, but he doesn't have to give up because he's in a flying lap. That's the thing. And Leo goes P2, Carltel P3, Maikon P4. Baco comes across the line and he does a 46.5. Marius does a 45.7, and we have a Carltel in the wall. I mean Maikon. Let's try to watch who else is in the lap. It's very difficult to see. And Taze Leroy does a 43.7, and he takes provisional pole position by 4/10. Let's see who else is in the lap. Jesus Christ, I'm a little bit confused here because we see a lot of people in the track. I don't know who to follow. That's the problem. It's a positive problem, actually. Of course, still season 1 champion Sir Sapalele. Of course, we have to call him Sir now because he won the season 1, and that's the champion's privilege. Here we have Alpha, who's a reserve driver for EFL, using the slipstream of his teammate Woni. And let's see what Alpha does. Is he going to take the pole position or not? And he will set a lap time of 44.4, and it moves into P6 position, so not bad from a reserve driver Alpha. And now Woni will start his lap. We have F7R Matt also in his lap. 2 teammates using slipstream very beautifully, helping out a lot. Oh, it's Williams, never mind. And they're going side by side with each other. This is really amazing to see. They're popping wheels basically, but yeah, I mean, all this is allowed because nobody's in a out lap, so it's kind of weird to see qualifying in a short track, like unbelievable. F73 Matt. He's gonna come across the line and he will set a 45.9, and that will be a P13 lap. We have Woni coming to cross the final corner, and he sets 44.3, and it moves into P6 position just behind his teammate Alpha, who actually just improved to 44.2 and jumps ahead of Woni. So 2 Mercedes drivers in P5 and P6. And please guys, can you please stop doing these lap times, god damn it. And Sersa Palele is still in the pit, so the champion thinks, or he knows that he only needs 1 lap to make it count. Blow up 1:004 coming towards the final corners. Like, the qualifying is so interesting, like Jesus bloody Christ. Some people might actually get orgasm if they would see how tight and how quickly these drivers are going through the track, and they have to find spaces. They go side by side in qualifyings, and I have no idea who's moving up positions and who is not moving up positions. I'm just trying to, you know, find somebody who is in a lap. And here we have Renault driver Greg Jimsaw, who's going actually to the pits. We have Woni. I believe he's in a flying lap, but he's down by 7/10, so I don't believe that he's gonna improve, but let's see. Sector 2, you never know. It's 24.5 and he's down by 1 second of his previous time. And Duckbird is actually driving with the mediums, and I don't know, within short track, when you have softs in the end, I believe that, yeah, it might be possible if you want to do qualifying with mediums. And I'm gonna put the tire data available for you guys. 23.8, that's a decent sector 2 time with the medium tires. 17 viewers, Jesus Christ guys, calm down. I never had so many viewers. Like, okay, maybe season 1 some races I've had like 20 viewers, but still. Okay, but Duckbird coming towards the final corner, and let's see what lap time he's gonna do, and he sets a 44.6 and top 10 with the medium tires. That's not bad at all. We have the American Dream Car Blender American doing a 44.144, equal time with Leo, and he moves to P3 position, but because Leo said that the lap first, he's gonna be P2 and Blender P3, but funny to see equal lap times from these drivers. Little Ima, I don't know how to say the name, but he's in a final lap. He runs a little bit wide, but the game doesn't invalidate his lap, and he sets a 44.9, so he improves, but he doesn't move up any positions. Taze Leroy, provisional pole position guy. He drives for Alfa Romeo with Sersa Palele, who is still in the pit lane for some reason. And let's see, sector 2 time. I completely missed the sector 1 time, but it looks nice, it looks very sexy. 23.2, and he's improving by 1.5 tenths. Coming towards the final corners. I don't know what corner names these are because it's a short track. I haven't studied this at all, so Taze Leroy, final corners. He turns to the right, he turns to the left, he turns to the left, he turns to the right. Coming towards the final corner, and he will set a 43.5. That's he improves his provisional pole position by 2 tenths, and he's already 5 tenths ahead of the closest competitor, who is Blender, in a 44-second track or 43-second track. So in a track where there's literally like 4 or 5 corners, Lee has somehow found 5 tenths. 5 tenths in a short track is like 2 seconds in Belgium, or like 1.5 seconds in Singapore. That's how impressive it is. That's how hard it is to improve like 5 tenths. But you never know what's gonna happen, because Christmas miracles do happen. Taze Leroy, is he gonna set another lap? He is not coming down. And is he gonna set another provisional pole? No, he's not. He's down by 36 thousandths. Woni, coming towards the final corners, is down by 67 thousandths. We'll see what he's gonna do. Coming towards the last corners of the track. Letting that beautiful Mercedes car rev its gears, and he will set a 45.4, and he doesn't improve his lap time. Marius has just, I believe, started his lap. And he's down by 7 tenths, so... And still, Sersa Palele is in the pits for some reason, and actually Leo is improving by 18,000, so if he improves, he... Okay, he's not gonna move any positions if he only improves by 18 thousandths, but still. He's coming towards the final corner. And let's see what lap time he's going to set. And he will set a 44 and flat. He doesn't move any positions, but he betters his time. And Woney is down by 2.6 seconds. So he's definitely not going to improve. Quack Jim's up. Improving also. 87 thousandths. It's nice to see full grid, but like, I don't know who to follow, guys. I really don't know who to follow. Like, that's the problem I have right here, ladies and gentlemen. Quack Jimsaw, final corners, you know the drill, and he will set a 44.4 and he moves to P10 position. Carl Turley's teammate will drop P11. Blow up. He's improving after first sector like 28 thousandths, but him and Renault drivers are in a lap, so they don't have. He doesn't have to let him go because he's in a flying lap also. Like another Renault driver had to drop down. Yellows in sector 3. If you have driven in a short track before, can you tell me the experience? Because I haven't had the pleasure to race in a Silverstone short track, even though I said that okay, we're gonna race in Silverstone short track. And he sets a 47.1, but he improves but doesn't move up any positions. And he's second to last driver behind season 1 champion Sir Sapalele, who still hasn't set a lap time. Let's see TTV Bugs Bunny. He's down by 47 thousandths of his previous best. Coming towards the last corner, yellows in sector 1 once again, so the yellow flags are very common now in Silverstone short track. Beautiful corners from Bugs Bunny, and we'll see what lap time he's gonna do. And he sets a 44.4 and he doesn't improve his lap time. Blender, he's improving by 1.5 tenths almost, so he might be getting to 143s, but it's not enough to challenge for pole position still, because he still needs to find 5 tenths somehow against Taze Leroy, who is teammate of Sir Sapalele. And he was a little bit wide, but the game doesn't invalidate his lap time, and he sets a 44 flat and he doesn't improve his provisional best lap time. We have Tuckbird, who's finally switched from mediums to softs, and we'll see. Is the Lady Fortune going to be on his side or not? And I can tell you right now, he's not going to improve his lap time. Or then he's going to start his lap time right now. Maikun, let's see him. He's coming towards the end of sector 2, I believe. Nobody has invalidated that corner. Then they have, or I haven't just noticed it. Like, okay, he's down by 1/10. And he goes back to the pits, and we have Taze Leroy actually in the lap. He's down by 63,000, so nobody's actually improving, and that's track invalidation, how do you say that word, but hey. P7 now Matt, he's not going to improve. Marius Daniel is improving by 1/10, so. Marius Daniel does a 44.1 and it moves into P7 position, and I apologize, no mind. He's improving by 1/10. And if you have any questions, please write them please write them out if you want. Marius Daniel coming towards the final corners, and let's see what lap time he's gonna set. He's gonna be 43 or 44, and it's 44.1. He improves by 11 thousandths, but he doesn't improve his lap time. Taze Leroy sets a 43.5. He improves by 20 thousandths of a second, but that's impressive lap time. That's very impressive lap time. Like we've seen Taze Leroy, who's done a 43. Bako, let's see what his sector 2 time is going to be, and he's actually letting somebody go. And we have Hatsa, who we see first time in live action. Finnish driver in Ferrari, and we'll see what lap time he's gonna set. He sets a 45.3 and he moves into P16 position. And still Sir Sapalele is just going out, and he will take the medium, so it's gonna be one shot qualifying for Sapalele. I mean Sir Sapalele, one shot qualifying for him with mediums. He wants to, you know, get the softs in the end. As we have Blow Up, who is improving by 3.5 tenths. We have Woney, who set it at 44 point flat. I completely missed that, but very impressive from him. He went P2 now, just behind Tej Leroy, but still 5 tenths to Tej Leroy. Sapalele, it's gonna be Sir Sapalele, I apologize. Sir Sapalele is qualifying. It's gonna be one shot opportunities, like one shot, one opportunity. Don't mess it up or something. How did Eminem say? Like, if you had one shot, one opportunity. I don't know how it went. I know only Mom Spaghetti, but hey, I love Mom Spaghetti though. Spaghetti is good. But Leo coming towards the final corner, and let's see what lap time he's gonna set. And he sets a 44 flat. He improves by 6 thousandths, but he doesn't move up any positions. And we have TTV Bugs Bunny, who set it up 44 flat, moves to P2. Look how many drivers we have on 44 flats. It's very close qualifying between P2 to like P10, even P13. But we're gonna follow Sap at the moment. I mean, Sir Sap Lele. I know, I'm gonna call him Sir Sap. So, Sir Sap, I believe he's only qualifying with the medium tire. I believe he can do 2 laps if he wants. And we'll see what his sector 2 time is going to be. And it's going to be 23.3. So at this lap, he would probably go to P2 with medium tires, which would be very impressive. Sir Sap, also, well, season 1 champion of EFL, won it like 3 or 4 rounds before the season ended. Very fast driver, like one of the fastest I've seen in this game, definitely. And we'll see what lap time is gonna set, and it's going to be 43.9, and that's P2 with a medium set of tires. So Alfa Romeo has taken 1-2 in this qualifying so far, but let's see what everybody else is gonna do. It's not over until the fat lady sings. But is it gonna sing for Blender? No, it's not, and as he invalidated his lap time. Leo coming towards the end of sector 2, let's see what he does, but very impressive lap for Sir Sap. P2 with mediums. Mediums are like 6-7 tenths slower than the soft, so very, very impressive fast. Alpha moves himself to P3 position with that lap time. Reserve driver in EFL, that's very impressive. As we have Blender, who's actually down to anybody who is close on finishing. As actually we have Olai, who sets a 44.999, but he doesn't improve any positions. We have Alpha, who's 60 thousandths down. Blender is coming towards the last corner, and he sets a 44.1, and that moves him to P6 position. We have Jake in a lap. Marius Daniel moves P8 with 44.1. These drivers are moving up a lot of positions. Blender, he's also coming towards the end of sector 2. Let's see what he will do. Apologize if I can't get everybody to the picture, but it's very difficult when training drivers in a 45-second track or 43-second track, and he's actually invalidated his lap time. And we'll see what Tej Leroy does. Tej Leroy is improving 29 thousandths of a second of his previous best in sector 1. There's a massive traffic ahead of Tej Leroy. But let's see. He's improving by a little bit, but let's see what Sap is gonna do. Sap is doing another lap, and he's actually 1 second down, so that's Sap's qualifying over with this set of tires, so it's gonna be P2 or worse for him. But let's see, Tej Leroy coming towards the final corner. Let's see what lap time he's gonna set, and he will set a 44 point flat, so he made a big mistake in his lap time, so he wasn't able to improve. He will be kicking himself. As we have Alpha in P4, Woney actually going side by side with the Williams car. So it's not going to help his qualifying at all. But let's see sector 2 lap time, what it's going to be, and 1.4 seconds down. So definitely not going to improve. We have a lot of drivers already retired. Let's see what Maikon does. Maikon sets a 44.1 and he moves him to P9 position. That's very impressive. Tuckbird qualifying is over. Let's see what Hartz will do. Hartz is improving by almost 6 tenths, so we'll see. He might jump a lot of positions still. He might jump to P16 or P15. Let's see what the lap time is going to set. And he sets a 44.7 and it moves into P17 position. And it looks like Sirsa Pelele makes a great return to EFL with the only driver who did the qualifying with the medium set of tires, and he qualifies in P2 just behind his teammates. So Alfa Romeo have taken P1 and P2. That's very, very impressive. And TTV Bugs Bunny beautifully in P3, Alpha in P4, good job as a reserve, Woney in P5, Blender P6, Jake P7, and that was unbelievable qualifying from these drivers. And Alfa Romeo starting the season with a bang. Remember, Sir Sap had a champion's privilege, so he was able to choose his teammate for the season. And there we go, Taze Leroy in pole position, Sap in P2 with mediums, Bugs Bunny P3, Alpha P4, Wony P5, Blender P6, Jake P7, Leo P8, Maicon P9, Marius P10, Matt, Calto, Bug, Kaniap, Jimsaw, Aima, Hatsa, Olai, and Bako, and Blow Up. That's your grid. And I'm gonna quickly take screenshots because I have to put them to live Twitter chat. Or not live Twitter chat, but still. And I'm gonna save the video clip if it allows me to save video clip. But that was a great qualifying. That was a hell of a qualifying. I have to. Oh, I hate this PSN system. Like, you can't save the video clip and save the screenshot at the same time. Yeah, it just gives me that only microphone audio is being broadcast. Like, man, this is bullshit. This is like, yeah, I'm cursing. I'm cursing because a little bit upset. But hey, it's a great feeling. And we have a new comment saying from Golfer, GG Mike Country, good night. Yeah, exactly. Very good night. And I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Hopefully it will end. And we have actually a lot of teams like Alfa Romeo P1, P2, Mercedes P4, P5, Red Bulls P8 and P10, Racing Points P9 and P11. Somebody would think this is realistic, but it's not realistic, it's equal. And of course Sir Sap being the first only driver to settle up on the mediums. But we're gonna go through the grid once again, as now the first race of season 2 in EFL is about to start. I'm very excited. Like, I literally have a boner right now in my pants because, like, yeah, okay, I still like girls, but hey, men like women, but more men like cars, and online cars are the best. Alright, but alright, and here's your grid for today's race. Taze Leroy will start for pole position just ahead of his teammate who is in P2. P3, P4, McLaren and Mercedes drivers Bugs Bunny and Alpha. P5 and P6, Finnish driver Wony, and P6 has teams American driver Blender in P6. P7 and P8, Ferraris and Red Bull drivers Jake and Leo. P9 and P10, Racing Point and Red Bull driver Maicon and Marius. And P11 and P12, Racing Point and Renault drivers Matt and Carltel in P11 and P12. P13 P14, Darkbird and Kamiab. P15 P16, Greg Simso and Lil Aima. P17 P18, Hatsa and Olai. Bako and Blow Up with Haas and Williams in P19 and P20. And of course we have to remember it's a very short track because it's only 45 seconds. And here's the strategy, it's one stop, no two stop in Silverstone. And ladies and gentlemen, like Michael Buffer used to say, drivers, start your engines. Oh, let's get ready to rumble! As we have Taze Leroy, Sap, Bugs Bunny, Alpha, Wony, Blender, Matt, Leo, Maicon, Marius, Matt, Carltel, Tag, Kamiap, Simsa, Aima, Hatsa, Olai, Bako and Blob going to the grid. And now we're waiting for the FIA to give permission for the 5 red lights. And the first race of EFL is about to start in any seconds. As I hope I will get better camera angle as we have 5 lights are out. And I forgot it's a spectator glitch, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and we go for the Grand Prix of Silverstone. And it looks like Taze Leroy got a fantastic start, but even better start was from his teammate who is challenging Taze Leroy for the turn 1. But it looks like Taze Leroy got the maneuver done and he's still on P1, but Sap is going to challenge him to corner 1. They're going to go 3 wide with each other. It looks like TTV Bugs Bunny is going to get past Sapalele, and yes, he is. Sir Sap is losing positions to Bugs Bunny, and this is very crucial for Taze Leroy's race. It looks like a very clean start. 2 Mercedes drivers are going side by side with each other, and Sir Sap is trying to get back to TTV Bugs Bunny. This would be very crucial. They're gonna go side by side with each other. Who will give in? Who has the bigger cojones? And it looks like Sir Sap got the maneuver done, and we have yellows in sector 3, and we have already first retirement. And we have a Blender who's out of the race, and we have many drivers going to the pit, so we have a lot of drivers who have crashed out with each other. Jesus Christ, we have like 5-6 cars who are going to the pit already, and safety car is out, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is already out. Jesus Christ, and actually this might be an advantage to some people because you don't have to make any more pit stops. It's a 26 laps, 44-second track. These drivers might be fighting for the win in the end, you never know. And we have already people complaining in the chats, but remember, keep it clean, guys, and send me any incidents in Twitter or in Discord or in PSN. We have Taze, Levo and Sir Sap, P1, P2 still, but let's see, are they gonna pit or not? And they're not gonna pit. We have Red Bull driver pitting, we have a Warner, Leo is pitting, We have a few drivers with penalties, but let's see what tires Leo will take. Is he gonna take mediums or hards? And Jesus Christ, I believe the pit lane is longer than the whole racetrack in. You might get lap if you pit, like that's funny, and he's charging his front wing, so that's why he had to pit. But we have Kamiab with hards, we have hards with mediums, and remember these drivers don't have to make a pit stop anymore, so they've already made a pit stop, and these other drivers in 14th first positions haven't made a pit stop, so they might be very strong in the end. And I believe the safety car will be living in this lap because of course you have to remember it's a 43-second track, so Sir Sap behind his teammate, Bugs Bunny in P3, Woney P4, Alpha P5, Jake P6, Marius P7, Carl Tull P8, Greg Sims up P9, I'm a P10, then West drivers are right here, and we have only retirement who is Blender. And it looks like safety car is not leaving yet, it's not leaving yet, it's gonna stay one more lap in, one more lap for the safety car. Yeah, it might be very frustrating for some drivers driving behind a safety car in a short track like this. And I'm not sure did this make any favors for Sap's race, because he has to make a very long first stint, but he's done it before. And yeah, I can see if Blender is still in the lobby, I can invite him to commentate with me if he's still in the lobby. Hopefully he is. I'm gonna quickly send him an invite. One moment. I hope he's gonna come to the party. Oh, I can't find his PSN. God damn it, I can't find his PSN. That's very annoying. And safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. It's in this lap. Taze Levo is going to lead the field after the safety car leaves. And we have Crack Jimsa who got a 5-second penalty with collision with Ima. But Taze Levo can dictate the pace. And it's going to be soon lights out and where we go for the Grand Prix of Silverstone short track. And yes, it is. Taze Levo is away. And he's going to lead the team Alfa Romeo to the first corner. And Sap follows closely, and Bugs Bunny also. Bugs Bunny has to make a maneuver stick on Sap because Sap has cold mediums. He has to pressurize him immediately, and Greg Jimso is moving positions. He's getting past his teammate, or his teammate letting him go. And we have yellows in sector 3. Yellow sector 3, so somebody has spun it, and I believe it's a little Ima. And Jesus Christ, there's like a 4-car battle here. That's very impressive, and somebody just sent it. Somebody sent it, and it was a beautiful maneuver from the Racing Point car. And I believe it was Michael who spun, and we have blow up and racing. Oh my God, they're going 3 wide with each other. They're going 3 wide. Oh, unbelievable scenes. And Red Bull tries to maneuver around the inside, but he doesn't make it stick. They're going 3 wide with each other. Oh my goodness me, they're pushing each other wide. This is unbelievable racing. Like, this kind of racing, what you're gonna see, it's in NASCAR kind of racing. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful racing, guys. And we have Ima who's already pitting, so probably he's lost the front wing. But Sap is still less than 1 second behind of Taze Leroy, so Sap has very good pace with these mediums. And I don't know when the DRS is going to be activated, no idea about that, but Bugs Bunny is going to get pressurized now by Woney and Alpha. Have your yellows in section 2, and that's Baker who has spun it. There's 2 Williams cars going side by side with each other. Are there going to be any team orders around here? And it looks like Blow Up got the maneuver down on him, and he will move up to P15. And Leo has lost a couple positions to Matt and Hartz, and Hartz has moved himself to P11, so very good race from Hartz from now on. Leo is still pulling away from Sap, and Sap has already lapped Sir Sap. I'm not gonna get used to calling him Sir Sap because I'm just used to calling him Sap. So, but yeah, he's Sir Sap. because he won the season 1 champions privilege, yada yada yada. Blow up, got a 3-second time penalty. As I said, it's very difficult to overtake in this track because there are literally no slow corners, only mid-section fast corners. Or how do you say it? Not fast corners, but medium corners. But you still have to have pace. And Sap set it the fastest lap of 45.1, so Sir Sap is in fire. So it's like a Monaco Grand Prix at the moment, but the valve for the win is impressive. Like Sir Sap is already using DRS on Taze Leroy, and we have yellows in section 1, and I believe it's Matt. Matt has spun it. And he's losing a couple positions now, and Woney is losing a position to Alpha. They're going side by side with each other, and Alpha got maneuvered down on him. And Sir Sap didn't get past Taze Leroy, so Taze Leroy is still able to defend from Sir Sap, from his teammate. Bugs Bunny in P3, Alpha P4, Woney P5, Jake in P6, Marius P7, James are P8, Coulter P9, and Ola in P10. There's a good battle for P11 going on, ladies and gentlemen. Leo against Hatsa, and we have a new comment from Viso Madness. Let's go Alpha. So we have Alpha F1 fans over here. That's very good to see. He's currently in P4, so he's doing a fantastic job as a reserve driver, and Red Bull and Ferrari driver almost went side by side in a straight line. And now he's going to open DRS. Let's see. Now Sap is very close, and they're going to go side by side with each other. And who is spinning? Taze Leroy is spinning, so that will move Sap to P1 and Bugs Bunny to P2. So Taze Leroy, the first driver who's gonna pit, and he will probably take the mediums to the end. As Viso says, I hope he doesn't piss on his seat, because Viso drives for Mercedes and he wasn't able to race today, so there might be a little bit sweatpants, a little bit of like sweat in the seat, but I hope it's gonna be piss, but I hope it's not gonna be shit. I hope it's not gonna be the number 2. Like, I would be worried if he took a seat in your car, but hey. It is what it is, but hey, Taze Leroy moves to P17 after the pit stop. Olai and Leo going side by side with each other as Leo moves to P9 position. Quack Jimzo and Woney goes to the pit, so it's lap 10 when you have to pit from soft, so the softs go very fast around here. Now Sap already has over 4-second gap to Bugs Bunny, so Sir Sap, or Sir Sapalele, I'm gonna call him Sir Sapalele, it's easier for me. Sir Sapalele has already 4.2-second gap to Bugs Bunny. Jesus bloody Christ. Oh man, Alpha already pressurizing Bugs Bunny for position, and are we gonna see Alpha pitting or not? No, but Bugs Bunny is pitting, Alpha is pitting, Jake is pitting, and we have yellows in sector 1 and sector 2, so somebody has probably spun it, and it wasn't nothing important, but Leo got the maneuver down on Olai, and we have Ferrari driver pitting, we have Jake pitting, we have Alpha pitting, we have Bugs Bunny pitting, we have a lot of people pitting, so it's gonna be a pit stop battle between these guys. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if Bugs Bunny is gonna come out. Where is Taze Leroy? Taze Leroy, where is he in the track? And he will jump ahead of all of these drivers like he should, because he was leading the race, but he's had a clean track ahead of him all the time, ladies and gentlemen. And new comments coming all the time. Keep your pants on. I'm gonna read them as soon as possible. Jesus Christ, so many comments coming. And we have Marius and Graf James also pitting, and now we have let me predict the season. Sir Sap, 2-time champ, Leo second, one of the Mercs, and Bugs Bunny, then the other Merc. Alright, that's good. So he predicts that Sir Sap is going to win the championship, even though we haven't even finished the first race, but you know, never... yeah, it's not over until it's over, like, that's the thing. I don't even know who... Is there any battles going on? And Duckbird actually in P5, and he made a pit stop in lap 1, so he's currently in P5 position, so he is legitimately leading the race. Well, if Sir Sap is, well, if he comes ahead of him in the pit stops, and P4 for Duckbird 1. Beautiful maneuver from the Williams car driver. And now we have Cartel in P2, Leo in P3. We have Olai, who got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's very unfortunate for his race. There's Leroy is going side by side round the outside of Kamiep, and that was a beautiful maneuver from Tej Leroy. The young Irish driver moves himself to P5 position with that overtake. That was a very sexy and hard overtake from him. Lovely job. And Olai is going to serve a 5-second stop and go, and he's going to drop to last places, I believe. And now Tej Leroy is already behind Tuckbird. He's going to challenge him probably in the next 2 laps. And we already lap 15 out of 26, so we have 11 laps remaining in this Grand Prix, so it's a very fast race. Like I said, it's like 25-30 minutes. So and of course tune in after the race, because we're gonna get the top 3 interviews. Already came up 1.4 seconds behind of Tej Leroy, and we have a fight going on in the back. Matt against Deiko, and Matt got past him for P17 position. And finally, Sir Sap is spinning. Let's see what he's going to take. He's probably going to take the soft to the end, and Tej Leroy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that leaves Sir Sap, Tuckbird, Kamiap, Marius, and Aima and Beiko only once without a penalty. So if safety car would come one more time, it would make this race very interesting. And let's see where Carl is in the track. Sir Sap is going to drop to P2. P3. Let's see, he's going to drop to P4 ahead of Tuckbird or not. He's going to come. It's going to be close between Tuckbird and Sap. Where is Tuckbird in the track? And there goes the racing punch over. There goes Tej Leroy. It looks like he got ahead of Tej Leroy. So he did a overcut on Tej Leroy. So that's very impressive from Sap. So only showed how quick Sap really is. And look up, and then Mercedes Red Bull. He has been dominating the practice race, and he closed up to P1 on Mets. Yeah, that's true basically. But hey, we have new drivers who might come in, and some tracks might benefit other drivers, so you never know. And we have yellows in sector 2, so probably Marius has made a mistake. And yes, he dropped to P13 and he decided to retire. You're not allowed to do that. I forgot to say that. You're not allowed to retire in a track. And we'll see, is that gonna bring out the safety car as Marius has left? And we'll see, is that gonna bring out the safety car or not? As we have Carter leading from Leo from Tuckbird. Tuckbird, who is in 14 lap old hard tires. But let's see, is this gonna bring out the safety car or not? We have still yellows in sector 2 and sector 3. Sector 3 yellow flags, and we'll see, is that gonna bring out the safety car or not? And we have Sir Sap already behind of Tuckbird, who's leading the race, and they go side by side, and Sir Sap has spotted! Sir Sap has spotted, and he's lost positions to Tej Leroy. Unbelievable race from now on, and Sir Sap has been that he has spotted, but it's not over yet. He has to keep a cool head, and he tried a maneuver, and it backfired on him, and that will put Tej Leroy back on top. That's controversy. That's controversy. I never hope anything happen to the drivers, but hey, it makes the race interesting. But he has the pace. He has the pace definitely. And Tej Leroy, another try for him. He might try it right now. He's 1.4 seconds behind of Tuckbird. We still have Leo and Cartel who have not done pit stops. Actually, have they done pit stops? No, the Cartel hasn't, but Leo is currently leading the race, so I have no idea who's literally leading and who is not. Like, those drivers who pitted on lap 1 are benefiting from this very, very greatly. Like, and there's only 7 laps remaining in the Grand Prix. And now, Sap is right behind of Kamiap. He has to keep a cool head. He has to remember that. Keep a cool head, don't force the overtakes, and you should be fine. Let's see, he's gonna dive up the inside. Yes, he's diving up the inside. He doesn't listen to my advice, and he gets past him. A beautiful maneuver from Sir Sap, who will move himself to P5 and Tuckbird. Tej Leroy gets past of Tuckbird, and now he's gonna challenge Leo and Cartel. Of course, Cartel has to make a pit stop still. He's probably waiting for the safety car VSC, and then he would benefit greatly for pitting, because then nobody else would pit also, except Sir Sap. And now another try for Sursap, he's 5.7 seconds behind of Duckbird 1. 5.7 seconds. Looks like Tage Leo might fight for the win with Leo. Leo, who's had a great race with 60 lap old mediums, and he will get past Cartel immediately, and Cartel will drop to P2 position as Ola gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Is Cartel gonna pit or not? And yes, he is pitting. And Alpha gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. These drivers are going to go side by side with each other, and I don't know what well to follow. There's McLaren and Haas going side by side, but they're ghosting. As Carl is gonna pit, and he's probably gonna take the mediums or softs. He's gonna take the softs, I mean. And Sir Sap set it the fastest lap of the race. What I completely missed, but Sir Sap is now in P4 position only. How much? Like 3 seconds to Tuckbird 1. And now Tage Leo is 3 seconds behind of Leo. So 5 laps remaining. Looks like Leo might actually win the race. You never know what's gonna happen. Literally no battles going on in the track at the moment. Actually there's Hazard for going side by side, but they're not fighting for position. Alpha in P8, Woney in P9. Literally almost every single driver has penalties. That's unbelievable. And we'll see. Is Sap gonna set another fastest lap? No, Sir Sap set it at 44.6. But he's catching towards Tuckbird lap by lap, second by second, and now it's 2.4 seconds to Tuckbird, and now Tage Leo has taken 1 second off Leo's pace, but there is literally like 4 laps remaining in a Grand Prix. 4 laps remaining. Brazil 2018 happened. Oh, exactly, that happened. Hatsa gets a 3-second time penalty. Now it's 1.8 seconds between Leo and Tage Leo. It's gonna be a great battle for the win between these drivers. Unbelievable scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. 1.5 seconds between Sir Sap and Tuckbird 1, who's done 20 laps with the hot set of tires. So unbelievable. He pitted in lap 1 and he's still staying out, just like Leo. But the gap is 1.3 seconds now between these drivers, and actually Jake and Alpha might go side by side with each other very shortly, so there's a good fight for P9, P8 and P7, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's 9 tenths between Tage Leroy and Leo. There's 9 tenths only. What a race. Maikun 3, and Maikun also in a point, so that's very good from him, as Kamiap takes a 3-second time penalty. Now it's 7 10 6 tenths. Yellows is sector 2. Who has spun it? And it's Maikun. Maikun has spun it, but he's still keeping his job to P11 now. Unbelievable. And now it's 4 tenths between Leo and Tage Leroy. I can't believe it. 3 tenths now, and now Sap is gonna get past. It's gonna go side by side with Tuckbird, and he will get past now. Now it's 4.5 seconds between, and Leo gets a 3-second time penalty, but let's see what's gonna happen now. Leo and Tage Leroy are gonna go side by side, and it looks like Tage Leroy got the maneuver done on Leo, and there's only like 2 or 3 laps remaining in a Grand Prix. Sap doesn't have any penalties, so he has to close up very much to Leo to actually have a chance to win the Grand Prix, because the gap is now 3.7. Now Leo is 1.1 seconds behind, and Alpha and Kamiap are going to go side by side with each other, and it looks like Alpha got the maneuver done. Beautiful maneuver from him, as Tage Leo started his second to last lap of the Grand Prix so far. Beautiful maneuver from him. And Jake is right behind Kamiap, Woney in P9, Greg Timsaw in P10, Mike Kuhn in P11, Hartza and everybody else right here. And Tage Leo already has over 1.2 second gap, but Sap is closing down. What is the gap to leader? Because Sap might actually win the race still. It's 4 seconds. If he closes down to 1 more second, he might win the Grand Prix, but we'll see. Is he going to be able to make it stick? I'm going to put a gap to the leader. It's 4.3 seconds, so it might not be possible. So it looks like Tage Leroy might actually win the first race of EFL. Last season, Tage Leroy only won 2 races out of 17. And he became last year the youngest race winner of EFL in the age of 11. And now he will take his 3rd ever race win in EFL. Incredible drive from Tage Leroy, but you never know what's going to happen. Is it going to be nail-biting end? It's going to be nail-biting end like Visor Whites to me. And it's 1 second gap between Sap and Leo. Sir Sap is close down to Leo very much, so it might be P1 and P2 for Alfa Romeo team, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Taze Leroy is gonna come towards the final corner, and he will win the race in first round of EFL. First round is Silverstone short track. And Taze Leroy, you are a race winner. Congratulations. The young Irishman takes it in Silverstone. Leo and Sir Sap are going to go side by side, and Sir Sap lost the race by 6 tenths only. So Taze Leroy wins the Grand Prix. Tuckbird in P3, very impressive from him. Leo in P4. So we have 2 Irish drivers in the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Buckspot in P5, Alpha in P6. Actually, Kamiab in P6. So 2 McLarens in P5 and P6. Jake in P7, Alpha in P8, Warren in P9. Greg Ginger P10, Maikun in P11, Carl Turl in P12. But we'll see what's gonna happen. Jesus Christ, this was a hectic race. And he will get past the Renault driver, and Carl Turl takes P11, and actually they drop. Maikun P11, Carl Turl P12, I'm a P13. And Jesus Christ, that was an unbelievable race. Please tune in for the race interviews, podium interviews. We're gonna hear the drivers' top 3 interviews. So tune in for that. And driver of the day was Tuckbird 1, who pitted on lap 1, but he still got a top 3 finish, so that was impressive from him. And here is your top 3. Taze Leroy taking his 3rd ever win in the EFL. First round, first win of season 2, so he will take the lead of the championship in this race. And Taze Leroy and Sir Sap in P2. P1 and P2 for Alfa Romeo. Then Williams driver Tuckbird with very old hard tyres will take the P3 position, so very impressive from him. Unbelievable scenes from these drivers so far. Like this, I was like very hectic in this Grand Prix. So here's your great, ladies and gentlemen. Taze Leroy, Sap and Tuckbird P1, P2, P3, Leo P4, Buckspun P5, Kamiab P6, Jack P7, Alpha P8, Warren P9, James R P10, and here from P11 to P20 from Maikun, Aima, Carltel, Matt, Olai, Hatsa, Pekko, Blow Up, and only retirements Marius and Blender. I'm gonna save the video clip, and we're gonna take the pictures right here, and we're gonna invite top 3 for the interviews, which are Taze Leroy, Sir Sap and Tuckbird 1, and Alfa Romeo taking front row in the first race. We're gonna invite Taze Leroy to the party. I hate this new PSN system. I hate it so much. I hate it like in every inch of my of my blood, because it will take a long time to invite these drivers. And next up is Sir Sap. I hope they're online. Bear with me, guys. It's gonna take me a long time because the PSN is so slow. PSN is very slow. I hate this new system. I hate it with every inch of my heart. But don't leave, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get the top 3 interviews, because I haven't even been able to send 1 invite so far because the PSN servers are currently down. Here we have Sir Sap invited to the party. Tuckbird 1. What's his PSN actually? Yeah, Tuckbird 1. For some reason he doesn't want to find me there. There we go, and now we have to invite the race winner, Taze Leroy. Hopefully he's online. Please say you're online, man. And we have Tuckbird, who is the first one to join the party so far. And we're gonna invite the 2 other drivers to the podium, as these servers are a little bit cancer. And there we go, Taze Leroy. 1 more invite to Taze Leroy, and let's start from our P3 driver, Tuckbird 1. We'll go P3, P2 and P1 in an interview of EFL. So, Tuckbird 1, very impressive podium. You drove 23 laps with old hard tires. You pitted on lap 1. You got in end plate damage in lap 1, turn 1, but you benefited from it. You made a pit stop. You had a long overcut on the others. And how do you feel on your first ever race in EFL to finish in a podium?
Yeah, obviously I'm very happy about it in fairness, and I was actually very unlucky on lap 1 because a guy spinned off and I tried to avoid him and I just got wing damage, but luckily safety car came out and I made the right strategy.
You said you were unlucky, but there's an old saying, when you're unlucky, you're also lucky. Do you believe you could have gotten the top 3 without the incident in lap 1 and without that strategic pit stop what you made in
That's
lap
a good
1?
question. I don't know. Like, if I started on the medium, so maybe I could have because I was on the alternate strategy. But no, like it obviously it turned the luck turned in my favour in fairness. And I'd actually like to apologise to Sir Chappelle. I didn't mean to spin him, but I didn't think he was alongside me. So sorry about that.
Alright, so are you happy with the race?
Yeah, very happy.
Congratulations for P3, and now we have in second place Sir Sapalele. Sir Sapalele, you had a great qualifying session, P2 with the mediums, just behind Taze Leroy. You had the pace, you were maybe the fastest driver in the grid today. You had that small incident with Tuckbird 1, but tell us about the race, and are you happy to start the season with P2?
Yeah, it was quite a boring race, but you know, incidents happen and it was fun trying to catch up, so yeah, next week.
You lost the race by 6 tenths. Please, 6 tenths, what does that mean? After that spin, you realize you see 6 tenths. What do you think? Does it eat the man, like we say in Finland? Does it give you chills?
Nah, Leroy is slow, you know, that's why it's only 6 cents.
Well, we go. Alright, you said next week, but championship leader P2, congratulations. And now we go for a race winner. Third race win for Taze Leroy. He wins the season opener in EFL. Pole position and race win. Amazing job. How would you describe the race?
Well, quite boring to be honest. I mean, I was in the lead off the start obviously, and then the first pit stop, and then after that it was just winning. I was pushing the keep ahead of Sir Chaparral, and then obviously he came ahead of me after the pits, and he was involved in an incident, and after that I was just trying to keep the gap. I thought it would be very close at the end, and it was only 6 tenths, but happy to kick off the season with a win, and hopefully continue the momentum next week.
Yeah, you're leading the championship now, and it's Sir Sapalele, or Sir Sap is probably going to put a lot of pressure to you, and as a team, you guys got P1 and P2, and you're leading the Constructors' Championship. So, what is more important for you guys, the drivers or constructors?
Drivers.
So yeah, we might see Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg moments throughout the season, but ladies and gentlemen, please take your hats off for the national anthem of the drivers and constructors, national anthems of Ireland and Switzerland. There we go. Good job for Team Alfa Romeo for the P1 and P2, and congratulations for Tasty Leroy for the win, Sir Sapalele for P2, and Tuckbird1 for P3 position. Thank you for all the viewers, thank you for all the drivers who participated for this week's race in EFL in Silverstone Short Track. And next week, tune in as we're gonna drive 23rd of January in Austria in a beautiful Spielberg track. But I was the owner of EFL, also the commentator of EFL, and wherever you are in the world, good morning, good day, good night, and you were watching EFL, and see you again in next week. So, ciao ciao.